Okay. Okay, welcome back to Cut Tarot. My name's Crystal. For anybody who doesn't know me, I do question and answer. Pretty much whatever question you have, I can do. Whether that is relationships, love, future, timing, jobs, money, health. I think it's Taurus season. I think it just became Taurus season, which is exciting because I am a Taurus rising. So I'll probably do a Taurus reading tomorrow. I just want to pull like 3 cards for the Tauruses. I'll do a collective tomorrow. No, it's not Taurus. Hold up, it's not Taurus. Is it Cancer? No. Gemini. How did I freaking get that mixed up? I'm a Gemini moon, so it works out. We just got done with Taurus. Gemini. What's going on for the collective in Gemini? No, I'll do a full reading though tomorrow. Feels like a lot of Geminis are not together. Either they got into a huge fight, battle of the exes, getting into a big fight, saying hurtful words, and then regretting it afterwards. You've got the Nine of Pentacles, which is a very confident woman who knows her. Hi, Marissa, who knows. I'm going to do this for like 2 minutes. This is for Geminis, just a quick collective with a few cards. The Emperor, it's like battle of the exes or battle of the 2 people in the relationship, but they definitely got into an art. Like, this is either something that happened in the past that is resurfacing, or it's something that's happening in the relationship as I speak. And they did too much. One of them, I think they both did too much. Gemini, because it's Gemini season. I thought it was Taurus, and I was like, oh shoot, no, it's not. I'm a Gemini moon, so my emotions, I can understand this from like my emotional point of view. But yeah, the person is definitely regretting whatever they've said or done, um, and is wanting to come back in to fix it. But they may have gone too far. All right, that's all. I was just doing something from now on. When I come online, I'm gonna do some sort of zodiac, um, just a little short video so that there's not just me saying absolutely nothing. But now you're here. Who's with you, Marissa? How are we doing with the questions? Who's going first? Mama bear, brother bear, sister bear, daughter bear. Oh yeah. Once you tell me, I'll pull in spirit. Okay, I thought so. I felt it. Okay, send me her question, or you could post it. All right. She wants to know why Angie, the neighbor, is so obsessed with her. Okay. So, like, reasons of what it is that draws her to your mom. All right. Sounds good. So, Jeremiah and Samantha, please come in to this reading for uh, Evie, Evelyn. She wants to know Angie, the neighbor, the crazy neighbor from across the street. Her question is, she wants to know why Angie, the neighbor, is so obsessed with her. All right, let's put 10 minutes on the clock. Let me take a drink first. All right, and hi, Evelyn. Evie. All right, let's start to draw the energy. Angie, come forward. What makes you so obsessed with your neighbor across the street named Evelyn? What is it about her? I'm gonna close my eyes so I could try to get any kind of message directly from her other than the cards. So let me just concentrate for a minute. All right, what makes you so obsessed? What is it about Evelyn, across the street neighbor, that you're so obsessed with that you can't let go of, that you've done so many weird things in the past? You put in a camera that goes directly across the street. Pretty weird. All right. Fools rush in. So the full card came out. After the full card came out, it said fools rush in. So what does that mean? Let's see. Fools rush in. Yeah, they keep showing me the Four of Wands. So that's like, if it's not about a relationship, it's about like, there's your house. And like, this is how she's literally across the street from you, so she's seeing what's on the inside of this card. She's facing your house, and what are they doing? It's really hard to see, but the man and the woman are like, have their arms up, and they're happy. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a happy household. So let's see what else. I think she's very jealous of your relationship. I know we've said that before. Here's you celebrating. Yes, celebrating. Exactly. In the card. Yes. So here's you, the Scorpio. And you have the death. Like you've ended the friendship. Uh, you don't want a transformation. You don't want a makeup session, and that just it draws her into you even more. I hate to say it, but if I could give you an alternative way to look at it, it's like say a guy and a girl met online and they go to dinner a few times and they get along, but the girl starts to see that the guy is kind of shady and kind of weird and kind of needing a lot of her time. So she's like, well, I only went on a few dates with the guy. I'm going to cut it off. Um, Nothing against him. I'm just kind of going to go my own way. So you're the girl in this scenario. She's the guy in the scenario. She is the guy, and he can't understand why you didn't want to progress. So he's starting to get obsessed with the girl. So she's now obsessed with you because she doesn't get why you don't like her. She doesn't get, she doesn't understand why the friendship didn't progress. She's not taking ownership. And the reason I described it that way is because the Two of Cups came out, which means that she really feels like when you guys met that there was some kind of like immediate like, oh my god, me too, like we connect, we have a lot in common. And I think she was just overly wanting anybody, but she fixated on you because you do have a lot of good qualities. So just like the guy on the date, he doesn't get why she doesn't like him, but she's like, dude, you're weird. Like, I don't, I just, like, please go find somebody else. Um, but no, like, you know, don't take it personal. Well, she's taking it personal, right? So, what are you hanging on to, Angie, about Evelyn? What are you hanging on to? And she is literally hanging on to because the strength card is like she wants to come forward. She wants so badly to walk up to you, but she's too scared. Okay. So that is good. At least she's too scared to try to work things out. But then you've got the devil to the 10 of cups. It actually came out like this. The devil to the 10 of cups. It's like, so behind the scenes, she's doing some shit that's going to make her happy if she could convince you to become friends again. There's things about you that she doesn't have. She's not a great wife. Her husband doesn't enjoy her. So she's wanting almost to be, she wants to mirror who you are as a mom, as a wife, as a human, as a friend. And the fact that I look down and there's this card, the Knight of Wands. So when it's not about a real, intimate relationship, this just means the word want. She wants to be friends with you. She she is going to somebody because that they always act so lovey-dovey. It's such a fake. She fakes it. Like if he goes to like kiss her, and if they were in the house and this happened, it wouldn't happen as often. But she wants you guys to see it. She wants you guys to think that they're this same level marriage as you are, and they're not. So, but this shows me that she is going to somebody still, um, and that she wants to rush things. She also is asking for the truth of like why you don't like her. So think about this. The girl and the guy on the date, the girl then goes ghost because when the guy can't get her to become his girlfriend, he wants to stay in her life. He wants to still text her. He wants to still have some kind of control. And she had to finally, like you, just go ghost, and make it known, not verbally, but by my actions, I don't want to talk to you anymore. And that almost lights a fire under Angie's ass. So it's not like I this and this about Evelyn. It's not that. So the question you're saying, like, why is she so obsessed? She's not saying certain words. You know what I mean? Like she's not giving examples. She's not saying because she's prettier than me, because she's funnier than me. She's not saying any of that. She's just saying she's hurt that she thought you guys got along and then you didn't really like the neediness and the, but she can't understand it. She just feels like one day she just stopped liking me. Why? So it's not that she's obsessed with like certain things about you. It's that she's obsessed that she one could not keep your attention. Number two, she could not keep your friendship. Number three, the weird thing she does, like kissing her husband outside, having her kids go stop right on in front of your house, watching you with a camera. Like, those are fucking creepy. Hmm. Perfect time to end. That was a good, that was good. So I just want you to know it's not like specific, oh, I like her hair more than I like mine. Like, it's not like that. It's the fact that she can't let go, that in the beginning it was the full card is all about being carefree. You were new to the area, you just moved in. She was being quote unquote nice in the beginning, quote unquote fake as F in the beginning. Um, and so you really just kind of being dismissive. She feels lonely, she feels ghosted, she feels, like, why'd she walk away from me? And she's just overbearing and controlling and annoying, like you're saying. And it's not, it's not, the math ain't mathin' in her head. 2 plus 2 doesn't equal 4 for her. You need to just continue being you, doing you. Um, but if I do hear anything, like if I do get a message that there's any particular things she's obsessed with, I will let you know. But that's not what she's communicating. But she communicated a lot. All right, who's next, guys? Yeah, see, what? I literally pulled 2 more cards. I shuffled real quick. I pulled out the moon. I thought I only pulled out this card, and then underneath was this card, Scorpio, you. So the moon is that like She's being shady. She's got more up her sleeve. So I would ask soon, what does she have up her sleeve? It would be a good question because this is telling me some extra information. I can't dig into it unless, I'm doing a question, but it just feels like there's still some motivation and some things going on in her mind. Look, Marissa, my mom gave me her fan. It's one of the stand-up ones. Yay! So now I have a new one up top. It works good. I love it. Do you like yours? Yeah, I was really happy one day. She was like, I have something for you. I was like, yes. Like right now, I have my door shut because she was in the kitchen. She was in the kitchen, and I'm like, no, I'm not allowing it this time. We don't need to hear the clinkety clink. Marissa, I do think you and I should do a reading about what we talked about. Literally, it's 5 minutes. I don't know how much I could get in 5 minutes. But we could try, sure. Absolutely. Let me know when you're ready, okay? Go ahead and send in for it, and then, okay. Just send in for it, and then I'll start. I'm going to start communicating with Jeremiah to let him know. Okay, so the moon to the Scorpio. Angie, what are her intentions? What does she have up her sleeve? Okay, I got it. Are you guys here? Do you want me to start? Just say yes. Okay, sounds good. All right, so Jeremiah and Samantha, before I start the clock, we want to know what was the, when I stopped the reading, when the reading was over, I shuffled and the moon to the Scorpio, to the death card, which represents Evelyn because she's a Scorpio. And I heard the words, she has more up her sleeve because the moon is something secretive or something that has not come out yet, something, emotions that are inside that have not come out yet. So the question is, why did that come out? And why was that shown to me to convey to her? What does she have up her sleeve? That's what we're going to say. All right. So I'll try my hardest. I talk really fast, so I will try. I do that so you guys get as many details as possible. All right. Starting the clock. Let's shuffle. All right. So, what has Angie got up her sleeve as it pertains to Marissa's mom, Evelyn? Evie, but she knows her as Evelyn. All right. What? Angie, come forward. If Angie won't tell me, I have chills everywhere. Okay. So we are going down the right path because these chills obviously are not mine. So, wow, they just called her a fraud. Jeremiah and Samantha just called her a fraud. I have not heard Samantha in so long, and they both said it like as a team. She is such a fraud. Oh my God. That was like, I'm writing that down. That Samantha said anything. That doesn't happen. I feel her and know she's there. She doesn't communicate. I feel like she's sitting back with popcorn and just watching the shit show of Angie. Happy Sunday. All right. If Banks Bills wants anything, Marissa, please. Wait, you love her? What did I just say? Oh, Samantha. Yes. Woo! Oh my God, cards are flying. If Bank Bills asks for anything, will you please respond as the moderator, Marissa? While your mom's watching. Sorry, she has cards flying. Okay, so it starts with, thank you, the Seven of Cups. So she's looking at options. And if you look in here, there's jewels, there's money, but there's dragons, there's snakes, there's something hidden. And so she's kind of trying to figure out like how to stimulate something between the two of you. The Five of Wands is next, which is a conflict, an argument. What the heck? Who do you want the argument with, Angie? Are you trying to make an argument between her and other people, or is it between you and her? Thank you, Marissa. Is this about other people? I knew it. So you're trying to get other people. Oh. Are you trying to do spells? Are you trying to do spells? No. Are you wanting the Five of Wands between you and Evelyn? You know, it's going to a circle. And damn, there it goes. It's a yes. What? Okay, why? What is it? I told you it's gonna be hard in 5 minutes. It's gonna be really hard. Jeremiah, please tell me what's going on with her. Again. Ew. She's like, I'm gonna show her who was here first. Who was here first? As in living there? And I am not getting confirmation on this. Everything is like at 20 seconds. I don't know how I'm going to figure this out. So obviously she's upset that there was an ending between you guys. But with that Three of Wands, that means she's waiting for something to change, okay? I don't know, other than this, I don't I just hear stirring the pot, but how is what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, the moon is back. Here's the moon. What is the moon? Please just tell me what is the moon. And I just saw your card. In the pre-shuffle, I just saw your card. It didn't come out, but I just saw your card. Okay. What? Okay. She wants to mislead you. Okay. I'm going extra because I can't go double the time, but I can tell you just a little bit about what I'm seeing here. So she's looking at her options. I think I'm like getting it now that I have more cards. The Five of Wands is about conflict. It's not that she wants to start it. So if I said that, I'm throwing that out. She's not looking for a way to cause conflict. She's looking for a way to make up from the conflict, to become your friend. So because she wants to be, yeah, she wants, with the world card, she wants a new beginning with you. She definitely feels like you have made it very clear, whether with your that your intentions are not like the devil, right? They're not me. It's not you trying to be mean to her. You guys just are not meant to be friends. And so she's saying, like, what can I do to get out of the Ten of Swords, the this ending? How do I bring a new beginning or a way for us to start talking again? Um, and so it is showing, obviously, this is also just about relationships. So I think that she really wants to be friends with you. I think she's crazy, but what does she have up her sleeve? These are the four cards I got. The Wheel of Fortune, which at first I was like, oh no, does that mean somebody's moving? Does that mean she's moving? Or is it wanting to move in the right direction with you? Because it looks like with the Seven of Pentacles, she thought long and hard about it. She thinks about it all the time. And she thinks that doing the weird shit and acting weird is not getting her any closer to you. So now she wants to try an opposite, the opposite. She's planning on coming in and offering you something. She's just gonna all of a sudden start being really nice. That's why they're calling her a fraud, because she's doing it for the wrong reasons. She's not trying to, this is not in her head to like truly become friends with you. She now wants to become friends with you so that she gains that control back. Because right now, even though you don't want to be in control, you're in control of her emotions because she allows you to be in control. So don't trust her. Yeah, I know you won't, but that's what they're saying. That's why they said together she's a fraud, because she's going to do something that is very fake, that is like either invites you somewhere or just starts being nice, waving. I don't know exactly what it is, but that is what her intention is. Her intention is to confuse you by her behavior so that you realize that you ghosted her and that she feels very rejected by you. And then her hope is that, like, you guys mend things, you guys make up. But with the last card, I really did go into a full card, a reading, sorry. Or not sorry. You're welcome. Seven of Swords. Do not believe her. She's full of deceit, betrayal, and she doesn't actually care. She just cares about when she doesn't have control. You're welcome. When she doesn't have control over situations, especially this one, she needs to do something to relinquish control from you guys, all of you, but mainly your mom, you, Evelyn. So that then she's not stressed, it's not triggering. I'm like literally can't talk. Okay. Whew. I tried really hard. That made me have to breathe. You're welcome. So don't worry that it's not something like that's going to hurt anything except for your feelings, which I know they're not, it's not going to hurt. That is what she has up her sleeves, is to make you, she's going to be so nice to you that she thinks that you're such a nice person that you'll be like, oh, I feel bad. I feel bad that I'm not, acknowledging her. But I do feel like you don't, not necessarily acknowledge her, but you do acknowledge her existence. Okay, that sounds good. I'm gonna need to go do that. This girl takes a lot of energy after me, out of me, Angie. So I can imagine how much it takes out of you guys. Okay, I'm gonna go take a quick break. Damn, this lady. When I saw the Wheel of Fortune, so I am gonna go sit down with my pendulum and I am going to give you even more information because I'm nice like that. But I just want to see if that Wheel of Fortune is moving in the right direction or if it's moving. Okay? Like, wouldn't we jump for joy if she actually wanted to move? But do I think she's going to do that? No, but I want to clarify so that you know for sure. And I love you guys. I love you guys. Okay, send me your next question, Marissa, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you, guys. Hey, Marissa, if you're there, please put yes. We would share and have a party. Damn it. Maybe you're not on. Give me a second. Okay, perfect. Okay, well, unfortunately, it was a no for her moving and a yes that I got it right that she wants to move in the right direction or move forward. Damn it. I thought so too because I'm like, she ain't going nowhere. But I was hoping. But gotta get the right answers. Okay, sounds good. So, Jeremiah and Samantha, thank you so much for Evie's questions. The 2 questions. Thank you so much, and have Angie please leave. Her energy needs to be gone immediately from me. And we'll excuse Evie. Let's bring in Marissa's energy, and please bring in Greg's energy. And Marissa's question is her regular question. Yeah, she ain't going nowhere. No, I was like hopeful, but I'm like, you know what? No, let me make sure. So yeah, she ain't going nowhere. All right, here we go. All right, Greg, you could come in. I'll know when he comes in. I will let you know. Up until then, I'm just gonna concentrate. Greg, what are your current feelings and emotions and your energy and your thoughts towards Marissa at this moment? All right, Greg, what are your current emotions, feelings, thoughts, and energy as it pertains to Marissa? One more time. What are your current feelings, emotions, thoughts, and energy about Marissa? All right, so I have chills, so he should be in any second. Okay, so you make him nervous in a cute way, Marissa. He's because literally, so like I feel okay. So when they're here, he is here. He's not fully here, but he's got 1 foot in. So I know he's gonna be in any second. When I start feeling the chills, those are not my chills. Those are how he would react if you were to be like, hey, what are your emotions for me? What do you think about me? And then I felt, when you go on a ride and you come down and your stomach drops, that's what he just felt. So he made me feel it also. So it's this nervous yet excited energy. Okay. So let's see with the cards. Oh, wow. Oh my God, I can't make this shit up. First, I want to show you, we're going to go like kind of one statement at a time. I'm not going to talk super fast this time so that I can make sure that I don't have confusing energy. All right, so the Empress. So, as we've seen in the past, he definitely holds you up on a pedestal. He obviously is attracted to you, but the Empress is somebody that you respect, somebody that you love and adore. And then we have the Three of Wands, which is like he's looking forward to these next 3 months, 0 to 3 months, okay? And he's feeling very guilty about walking away from you or allowing communication to fade. Um, and so his recent and like right now, yes, the energy is nervous and exciting for what's to come in the next 3 months because this is waiting card. So that means he's waiting on, you know, things are going to come in for the both of you, right? But he is allowing himself to be emotional, to think about your relationship. And when I said, I'll show you the next card, when I said I can't make this shit up, we have the Nine of Swords energy, which feels like he's allowing himself to go back in time to feel what it must have felt like to you. Wow. That in itself is like filling my heart, kind of hurting my heart, which must be how he feels. Like he feels he let you down. And he feels so the next card is this one. That's when I said I can't make this shit up. The Scorpio, that's you. So we know he's talking about you. And he feels, but what's good is that it's almost like a cleansing. Yes. It's almost like he's cleansing, Marissa. He's what's another word for cleansing? Like like living in the moment, maybe even crying and like purging. That's the word. He is in order to release these negative feelings about himself, he's got to purge. He's got to live in it. He's got to feel it. And yeah, the good word is that he disappointed you and he feels like he kind of left you hanging. So now let's see what else he wants to say. So that's beautiful. He feels like for some reason back then he was more selfish than he is now, and not in like a very like a negative way, but like he wanted you all to himself at the time he wanted. And so because it shows that he did not want to let go of you. Okay, he was holding on for dear life to this relationship. He wanted it to work, but he got like rushing it kind of ended it in a sense to him. Um, and he knows that it would have been something really good with the Sun card, that it would have been a good relationship for him. He got impatient, yeah. And because the Strength card is like, you know, it's usually holding back, but in this case, look at her. She's trying to hold the lion's mouth down. She's trying to keep him from roaring, right? So I usually do not define the strength card like that. I usually define the strength card as somebody who is not courageous. It's like the opposite of strength, and that they're holding back. But I feel like it's the opposite, that he needed more control because he was so impatient. He needed more control. Uh, with the King of Cups next, that is definitely somebody who has an emotional bond. But so he's telling me, like, I still have feelings for her after all this time. I'm not putting myself in front of her. If she's happy with somebody else right now, I'm going to walk away. You know what I mean? Like, if I find out that she's truly happy with somebody else, like, I'm going to love her enough to, like, let her go. Well, he's going to be very surprised when he finds out that you are single. And he's hoping for it. See, look I don't like to smile a lot. And he's fully here now. Okay, because I don't smile like this. He's blushing. He's like, like, I'm so excited to see her, to talk to her. And he's gonna be so excited when he hears that you're single. Okay. Um, so let's see what else. We have 1 minute. Do you want to go over? You missed your phone call. Let me know if you want to go over. Okay. We still have 45 seconds. Let's pull like 2 more cards. Wow, that's so funny because okay, I'm throwing cards. That's his energy. Um this card was on the top, but I was like, no, it didn't come out. So I'm not gonna put it in there. But I shuffled, and this is the one that came out. So when it shows itself and comes out, it really means something. So this is the word want. Okay. I want. The King of Wands would be, so there's the timer. I'm just going to explain these last 3 cards. So this would be a sentence. There's 3 cards. Let's see. I want to have the courage and the balls to offer my emotions back to Marissa. I want to. So he's working on it, is what I'm trying to say. And at the bottom of the deck is the 4 of Swords, which means he is definitely thinking about you. Mostly when he's laying down and he can't sleep, kind of how you said you couldn't sleep last night. And mine was the night before. I was up till 6:30. You were up till 5. Like, I hate those nights. But when he does have nights like that, this is what he's thinking of. All right, you can let me know your next question. You know what I did? I laid down at midnight that night. What night was it? It's Sunday. I think it was Thursday into Friday. Yep. So Thursday night going into Friday, I laid down at midnight, and you know how you hit the pillow and you just know. You just know that your brain is not going to shut off. So I said, F it. I got up, sat down on the ground, and I took notes of the Karen Reed trial and watched videos until 6:30 a.m. Then I slept for 2.5 hours, 3.5 hours, 3.5. Then I had all kinds of shit to do all day. And that's the night I said, like, I'm just gonna, like, I was like so tired, I was slurring my words. You stayed in your PJs. Oh, I do that too. You didn't even leave your house. Yeah, I wouldn't either. You were in no mode. Okay, send me your next question. How have we been on here an hour? Okay. Wait. Let's be a fly and then we'll relocate back to him. What does that mean? So we're going to be a fly and then you're saying the third question is going back to him and asking a question. Is that what you mean? Let's be a fly is your second question and then we'll go back to him, relocate back to him. Yes, like directly to him. Help me out, girl. I'm confused. Thank you. Okay. So I was right. Okay. So we're going to be a fly on the wall of what's going on with them. And then the third question will be a question straight to him, direct to him. Okay, perfect. All right, sounds good. So now, Greg, I need you to pay attention, and I need Emily to come in. Let's be a fly on the wall. Jeremiah and Samantha, if there's anything you want to show me, go for it. All right, we're starting now. Okay, let's be a fly on the wall inside that relationship, inside that house. What is going on? Of course, I'm a fly inside the house, obviously. Let me be the vessel to give Marissa the correct information. What is going on? If I was to be a fly on the wall, I'm like imagining it. I am a fly. I am in that house and I am buzzing all around. Hey, Mikey B. Good, good, good. Look at my pinned message for questions if you would like. All right, here we go. I'm going to start pulling cards, Marissa. All right, what is going on in that establishment? What's going on between them? You know, when I am shuffling and nothing is coming out, it's like, is anything going on? So let me keep going. But as far as right now, I keep seeing this third time I've seen it. Really? Thank you, Mikey. Thank you. That's so sweet. All right. I saw this one 3 times and it finally came out. So people are hurting people's feelings. Thank you. That's so nice. Marissa has 2 more questions, but if you stay, I will do a free yes or no question for you. But you got to subscribe and you've got to hit the notifications. I have a lot coming up. Zodiac readings, nights like this, we do question and answer. I'm going to be talking about the Karen Reed trial, and I'm going to be talking about mental health. Yeah, it's a fun chat to be in, and it's going to be very I really appreciate that. Thank you. But if you want to hang on, it's going to be about 20 more minutes before I could get to you. So if you want to come back in, or if you want to wait and watch these readings, you can. All right. There is some hurtful things going on between them. Whoa. Did he say something to her? Holy cow. Holy cow. They just said wreckage. They go, look at Mikey's name and turn it into Miley. Miley. Wreckage. Wrecking ball. Miley Cyrus, the wrecking ball. They literally just told me, look at Mikey's name, change the K to an L, which I've met almost kind of. My daughter has. But anyways, I was there. To the star. Okay, so the star is like the hope. Okay, the hope of this relationship. Well, somebody's hurting, somebody's taking jabs, somebody is backstabbing somebody, somebody is turning on somebody, and we know we're smart enough to know that it's got to be him towards her. All right, so let's confirm this. Let's confirm this. Is it Greg towards Emily? Yes. Is it Emily towards Greg? They might be fighting. Both of them might be fighting. Oh no, look at that. It changed itself. Girl, I love when it does that. So no, this is definitely him. You got to see the next 5 cards. The 9 of Cups, which is telling her that he wants to kind of back out of the deal. All right? Because 9 of Cups is everybody's, the true definition and what every tarot card reader says is that it's wish fulfillment. For me, being psychic, I take it as it's my bachelorette card. So that's somebody who is wanting to be single. Okay? The 4 of Cups is, I think, that he's letting her down. Okay? The 7 of Swords is that, like, when you married me, you promised to be with me forever. And he's like, you know what? You're right. You're right. And I'm an asshole. And I am a dick. And I am a jerk. And this is effed up. And I know it. And I am sorry. I am so sorry. But I need to do this for myself. And if what you're saying, so I guess she's saying stuff like, you're going to regret it, and I don't think he has had the talk with her, but I do think that something triggered him. Okay? Something triggered him, and he finally lost his cool, and he said some very hurtful things, blindsided her, and it's okay because that's his truth. You know what I mean? It's his truth. But walking away from what he's no longer, like, what you no longer, why am I forgetting the word? What no longer serves you. So this is him, like, I guess, kind of threatening to leave, and it shows that they definitely discussed this. Like, they had a talk. Let's see what else. Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. The devil to the 3 of Swords. So he's like, yeah, I'm the bad guy and I am hurting you and I'm hurting too. It's not like he has no feelings. You don't just have no feelings and do all these things, right? Doing all of these celebration type shit. He has to take ownership. Oh, okay. Yeah. So he's taking ownership of being the one that's like, yeah, I'm the bad guy in this movie. You know what I mean? I I am hurting you and I'm hurting myself because of course it hurts. Like I've been with you for X amount of time. But I am very sure that he hasn't had the divorce talk, but he has said, I'm not happy. I don't know if I want to do this anymore. I don't feel like myself anymore. I feel like I'm here because I should be, not because I'm happy and I want to be. So I do think, though, because they're showing me like shots fired. You know what I mean? Right. But he does, I mean, he obviously cares for her. I mean, you don't do what he did if you don't. But I do think that, because he should have been strong enough to be like, no, that's crazy. No, I'm not doing that. But he said yes. So I think that he's taking responsibility and in he's kind of saying like, I have to do it this way. I have to kind of do it in steps so that when I do sit down at that table and I have the real deal conversation, that it's not such a huge surprise. I need to kind of show what I'm feeling. Well, girl, we got 5 seconds. So if you want to go on, I'm glad to do that. But something happened this week, girl. Let me know if you want to extend it, because I could get that in an extension. I would feel good about what I can get. I know, I know. That's what I'm saying. What happened? Shots were fired, girl. Like it was kind of dry. That is a good word, dry. Kind of boring. Like not a lot was going on. It almost looked like they were getting along, actually. If I could remember the last one, it was kind of like, kind of looks like they're getting along. Not that we want that, but I'm going to tell you what I'm seeing. So something happened to fuel this. So let me know. I'm going to put the cards down for a minute. We can ask, how is she feeling about them? No problem. I'm good. Where did Mikey go? Mikey, you still watching? He said he loved my hair color. How nice. What a little sweetie. I wish I could get this to where you could see me and my background. I can't move it lower because it would look stupid. Whoa. This was a good question and answer. Okay. I'm just sitting here talking to myself, I guess. I wasn't talking to you, but I was talking like he said my hair does not look good right now because I took a shower. So it's all like I had to wet it because you know how like all the little hairs. So anyways, I haven't received it yet, but I'm sure I will. So I'm not gonna concentrate on that. Yeah, flyaways, exactly. So I had to put it up and put it in a bun. Okay, so I asked the pendulum while you were doing your thing. What did I ask? Hold on. I haven't started the time, so don't worry. What did I ask? Holy shit, how did I forget what I just asked? Jeremiah, what did I just ask? I asked something about her. Oh, I asked, is she feeling like her marriage could be falling apart? And it said yes. I said, do you think that your marriage could be falling apart? Now you can see it. Oh, shit. This is like breaking news, right? Like, this is like what we've been waiting for. Because he doesn't want to hurt her. So, like, the fact that he did, like, he just, I think he's in that Nine of Swords energy. And I think he just finally purged and he's crying about you, feeling bad about you, is excited and nervous about talking to you soon. And then he did he blew this thing up. It's not a tower moment yet, but it feels almost bigger than a tower. Oh my god. Okay. Still haven't gotten it, but let me check real quick. Usually it sends me an alert. Alert, alert. Did you send it in Zelle or oh, I think I got it. It's just not showing. I think I did get it. Did you do it in Cash App? So the amount that it's showing that I have equals, let me see. How do I see it? Yeah, I think it went through, but it's just it only shows Marissa 70. But in the tab it shows reflection of the two tens. So it came through. It's just not showing by your name for some reason. I swear my phone has been doing some crazy shit. I was waiting yesterday for you to respond to me because I didn't want to make dinner. I didn't want to start making dinner and then you respond and say like, "Yeah, I want to go online." So I kept waiting, kept waiting, kept waiting. And then I finally saw reset my networks. Oh, okay. And then I finally saw that you messaged me at 8:30 your time, 6:30 mine, but it popped up at 7:15, 45 minutes later. And I'm like, this whole time I could have been making dinner. Are you kidding me? And then another message from my BFF on Messenger didn't pop up for 30 minutes. I know. So if you ever get that I don't reply, message me again or send me something in Messenger or call me. Because the only reason I wouldn't respond immediately would be if I'm sleeping. That's the only reason. All right. So let's do the extended part. So 5 more minutes on the clock. Emily, we want to know, how are you feeling about you and Greg? All right. Give me 1 second to start the time. All right, let's concentrate. Jeremiah and Samantha, if there's anything you want to tell me, show me, go for it. Other than that, I'm asking Emily directly, how are you feeling about the two of you and Greg? Well, in the pendulum, she said she feels like her marriage is falling apart. Yikes. I hate that, like, one person has to get their heart broken in order for the right people to be together. But I'm also obviously on your side, but I don't want to be biased. You know what I mean? So for anybody who thinks that, I'm not. I'm very sincere with all of my readings, even if people get mad at me or don't ask questions. Marissa, you know I'm not talking about you. I love you. All right, here we go. I'm going to start pulling cards. I can't make this up. I went to just split the deck. Okay, I was shuffling and I just split the deck and you flew out. Come on. I am known for my facial expressions. Girl, oh my God. There's something about you that she wasn't privy to that now she is. How? Why? What is going on? But you know what? I let me make sure that this is actually you. Because if I'm looking at it as you always, no, that's why I just caught myself. I'm like, wait a second. Because if I am always looking at you as a Scorpio and I'm not looking at it as the death card, then I might be being biased. So let me figure this out. I actually, let me know. Let me see. Before I say it and go with it, I have to make sure. Do you know anything about Marissa? Like, do you know that she is an ex of Greg's? Okay, so she does know because those are questions we ask. Who was the last girl you dated? Why did it end? So, am I surprised that she knows your name? Not at all. Okay. Is this reading the Scorpio card because it's supposed to represent the death of your relationship? No. Is it supposed to represent Marissa? Right, but it's saying yes. I am not doing this. So how could I have any fucking influence? I think that she thinks because there was the Seven of fucking Swords in the last reading. Seven of Swords is cheating, lying, betrayal. Okay? It's showing that like she may have found something for the Star to the Queen of Wands. She may have found something that he was protecting. Maybe your phone number, maybe, I don't know. Or because she's kind of coming in and being like, no, he's he doesn't talk about the past a lot. So you're right. Like he doesn't talk, but I still think she knows that he dated somebody. You didn't officially date, but I think that it was enough to be like, he probably said the other girl was my last girlfriend, but I dated other girls, and she probably wanted to know who. Like, I would ask that. I want to know if you're thinking about the last one. You know what I mean? Even though there was no label, the way that, how is this already 5 minutes? I'm going to keep telling you though. Okay. Okay, time ran out, but I'm going to still say this. I think it's human nature for us to ask, when was your last relationship? And if he would have said that other girl and that they shared a house and then da da da, sure, she probably definitely knows about that one. But then there's this gap. If he just didn't mention you at all, to me, I'd be like, you're a fucking liar. You know what I mean? Like, as a girl, I'd be like, you're telling me you didn't date anybody, talk to anybody since that other girlfriend? No way. So I think that she knows there's somebody in his past, but when we're asking how does she feel about them, I kind of, even though she said yes, that like this is you, I think that this represents not just you because you're a Scorpio, but that maybe he still has feelings for other people. Maybe she's not the one. And maybe he's been hiding this, protecting himself and like trying to stay in the marriage. Um, but how she feels, it kind of sucks. The Emperor, even though he, now see, I usually think the Emperor is pretty damn awesome. A lot of people hate him. In this case, it's not good. This is somebody who she's looking at that is making her feel unloved, and it's affecting her because she's madly in love. Okay? She is like, I want to be with him forever. This is what I feel inside me. I feel he's my soulmate. I wouldn't have married him if he wasn't. But she's starting to look at him as the Emperor. And that Emperor is somebody who can be very challenging once they make a decision. So it's almost being scared that there's some kind of a threat going on about their marriage, which which aligns perfectly with the first 10 minutes of this question. it completely aligns. So I am going to take this as the death of their relationship, but I am going to use it as not you in particular, but like in a whole, like as a whole, she's wondering, did you meet somebody? Or are you thinking about getting back with somebody? Because this doesn't make sense to me. You're my husband. It doesn't make sense. Why are you out of nowhere kind of, because the emperor takes control and the emperor takes action. And that's not how we have seen Greg at all up to this point. Up to this point, sure, I'm sure it's not out of nowhere. Well, I don't think she expected him to do it in this way. I think, yeah, because what we've seen up to date is that he ignores her. He doesn't give her a lot of love. He's kind of sitting on the sofa and just not really interacting. Of course, she could feel that, but this is a new feeling because I want to take that back to you. Was he ever explosive? Right. This is a new thing, right? Or are you talking about the couch? But it is different when you're living with someone. When you're living with somebody day to day, it's different. We were always doing something. Well, yeah, and honestly, if you think about it, as you said, like we weren't officially dating, so there wasn't any pressure. This is a lot of pressure on him because he knows it's wrong what he did. He shouldn't have ever married her. Yes, exactly. So that is what I wanted you to kind of see is that when you're with somebody who's ignoring you, it is painful. So yeah, does she see it coming from an emotional point of view? Yes. Did she expect things to kind of blow up? No. Because she felt like if she doesn't trigger him, he's not gonna explode, you know? Okay, let's move on to your last one. Because now I've been on for an hour and 40 minutes. Because he was never home. Exactly. So like you have yet to be with somebody every single day. I can feel that that's what you want. For me, I'm like, can like we have separate bedrooms? Like I'll have a partner, but like I love being alone. I could see you like being in love with the relationship and doing things together. So I think that in a healthy relationship, but they're not in a healthy relationship because he shouldn't have done what he did as far as making those very quick decisions. Because when he moved home officially in previous relationships with others, but it was different. Previous relationships with others, but okay. All right, girlie, let's do your last question. Wow. I don't know. It was totally boring and it looked like they were totally getting along just a few days ago, and now shit hit the fan. But like I said, he has not said the word divorce, but I don't think he needs to at this point. I think she could definitely feel it because that high priestess is like in her gut. She wants them to be together forever, but she can't make him, especially as the emperor. The emperor like trumps everything. Okay. I don't know exactly what you're talking about. You could text me about that later. Hold on, I'm trying to think of how to type this question out. Okay, no problem. I will chill. I gotta Google something. Emily, are you happy in your marriage? Emily, do you think Greg is happy in your marriage? Whoa. Has Greg mentioned divorce? I knew it was going to be something like that. All right. I did want to tell you, I just did 3 pendulum questions. One, I said, Emily, are you happy in your marriage? I said, no. I said, second question, do you feel Greg is happy in your marriage? She said, no. What did I ask last? I asked one more thing. God, my memory sucks. You happy in your marriage? Oh, has he mentioned the word divorce? No. Okay. Like I said. So now, okay, third question is very okay. So Emily, go, go. I was sitting on the question for a minute. Yeah, I could feel that you kind of need to know. And I did tell you last night, like I was very careful of what I was texting you because part of me felt like if he just sucks it up and stays, that you need to know that. But I I wanted to say, free will sucks. Free will in the 3D human nature that we get to get the final say can fuck everything up, right? Like if I see it happening and then it doesn't happen, free will sucks. Okay, so let's just ask it straight like that. I'm honestly going to ask Spirit. I'm not going to ask Greg this question because I don't believe that he knows the answer. So I'm going to have them both, their energies kind of, I'm going to have Emily exit and I'm going to have Greg sit down. He's still here, but I'm going to have him sit down. Okay, Jeremiah and Samantha. Marissa's last question is, let me read it exactly how you said it. Is Greg the person for me long term? Marissa's question is Greg the person for her long term? All right, let me do the clock. Here we go. Greg the persons of Jeremiah and Samantha. This is on a spiritual level because only you know what is supposed to happen. And like I tell people all the time, we have so many soulmates. And so when one doesn't come in for some reason, another one gets given to you. And sometimes we block that, right? And we don't see it. So that person's gone. So then, you mature a little bit and you change your thought process and your heart. And then they send another person out to you. So it's like, there's all these opportunities. And so it's not confusing. It's just, oh, okay. That's that would kind of be like a personal reading, honey. Because if you're asking me to look into the future, that's not a 10-minute answer. That's not a 10-minute question. That's something that I think we should do in a reading. Because I don't want to just use the pendulum to see what the answer is, because it's so much more diverse. There's so many variables that would need to line up to make this happen that I can't just see this and let it swing yes and be like, yeah, I wouldn't feel right giving you that. I want to try to give you the right answer. So let's just focus on yes or no. It's just that's going to take me 10 minutes. But that should be one maybe in the future that you ask. Depending on this question, ask how are your life, like if it is a yes, if there is a possibility, then ask how will your lives turn out. I would take a screenshot of that question, honey. All right. Okay, like I said, things have to line up, right? He has to get the balls to have the conversation with his spouse. All right? That he needs to make a decision to either stay in the marriage or not, right? So the Two of Wands is about choosing him, and he was talking about that last time. He was talking about wanting to love himself and that he can't love somebody else until he loves himself, right? And that he has decided that like he sees her more as a companion, a good friend, but they don't even get along that well. Um, so anyways, it does show that it could be a possibility that it's a yes. With the Six of Wands to the Two of Cups, it does confirm that you guys are soulmates. So you're one of his, let's just say 10 soulmates, and he's one of yours. So it's very possible that love will lead back to you. Ooh, I think I gave you that song one time. I just got the chills. Love will lead me back to you. I think it was the one. Love will lead. Hold on, I'm pausing the time. I think it's the same one or the same person. What's the song with love will lead me back to you? Taylor Dane. Yeah, I think it's the same one. It might not be. If it's not, then. But they just said it. Love will lead me back to you. Okay, let me start the time again. So, this Six of Wands is that it will be a challenge, but it will lead to a victory. So, everything looks like this could pan out. And I have seen visions of you. Okay, yeah. Listen to it later or when we get off and let me know if it's the same song I sent you before. But I think it was the same person, Taylor Dane. It might not be. Okay, so let's just pull a few more cards. So obviously, first things first, he's got to make the decision to leave her. He then has to divorce her, right? He then has to pick up the phone and contact you. He, well, maybe before he divorces her, right? Pick up the phone so that contact's in order. Then he's got to make sure like things are aligned with you guys. Okay, so is Greg the person for Marissa long term? Okay, so then there needs to be a final judgment, which is a final decision. Um, okay, so then it shows the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune for me is not moving, it's just, are we aligned enough, right? When we come together, are we aligned enough? And have I healed from this marriage, right? And have she healed from hers enough for us to communicate and decide to work on things? Okay. But it does say the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is literally like the unknown and it being confusing, right? They can't see, but they're in protection mode, but they're confused. They're sitting at the beach and they are trying to feel what is right for them. This is about Greg. So they're saying to me, if you just continue to do what you're doing, talking about him, asking about him, manifesting him, you're doing everything you can do on your side. He then would just have to be able to meet you where you're at. He's going to have to do some things in order just to get you guys talking and then to be like, oh my God, I miss you so much. And then put in the effort with you for lost time And I do see you guys completely getting along. I see you guys being madly in love. I see it being a major option. But if he, for some reason, just, I think he's too young, to be honest. I think he's too young to say, I'm just going to stay in this marriage. That was a compliment. That was a good thing I just said. So let me repeat it. He is not 40, 50, 60. He's 30. He has so much life to live that he's not going to stay forever in a marriage where he's not happy. So you've got that lined up. You two are also so compatible, and the way that he spoke just in those few messages that you sent me, he has so much adoration for you. He admires you, he adores you, he is close to love. And then I think that you guys getting back in contact, it as long as like everything aligns and you both mirror each other's feelings, it'll be a home run. The only thing that, because I've seen it, I've seen you guys at the finish line. I've seen you pregnant. I've seen kids. I've seen a house. I've seen a backyard. But there's always that thing in the back of my head that I don't want to say, which is that you gotta be open to other soulmates, because if he doesn't come toward you the way that he wants to, or if you meet somebody before he does, it's like the variables are everywhere, if that makes sense. Yes, exactly. That's why once you get your shit together, figure it out, you know, it would take about 45 minutes. We could do less than an hour if that helps you with how much a reading costs. Um I could get it done in 45 minutes. It's something that I would have to completely tap into. I would have to fully be connected to spirit, um, and not have a 10-minute timer on me or even a 15, 20-minute. Um, but in 45 minutes, I could get the options, because I feel like he's not your only option. But if he was one of your options, then obviously you're gonna pick him. So do I feel like, let's end it with what spirit thinks right now, and I'm kind of scared to do this, but I I feel there's a probability that he could be. So Marissa's question, Spirit, Jeremiah and Samantha, is Greg someone that is going to be, what was your question exactly? Long term. I remember that. Is Greg the person for Marissa long term? I'm gonna close my eyes so that I have zero to do with it. That is a small yes. That's better than a small no. Whew. I just think that there's a possibility, but there's a lot of hoops with fire that he would have to jump across to get to you. So I just think you should open your heart to see if there are other people. And then you'll know in your mind or your heart that it's going to happen the way it's really planned to happen. Right. But I would be doing an injustice to be like 100%. I know. It would be unjustified for me to be like 100% you're going to be with him forever. But yeah, what I was trying to say is that he's only 30. So he's not going to be like, well, I'm in it, so I might as well stay forever. No, if he's not happy, he's going to get out of it because he's done it before, even though he wasn't married. He had a contract with a house with the girl, for God's sakes. So if he could let go of that one, which I feel was even more, he was more connected to that girl than the one he's with now because it was a karmic, not a soulmate. It was a karmic. I mean, if he's staying with her and you see it, you could tell me. No, I have not seen that yet. Exactly, and that was a tough one because her son was involved. No, first part, I have not seen that he absolutely is not going to come to you. I have not seen that yet. If I see it, I will tell you. And really, hey Joe, you just came in. I'm actually getting offline, but if you subscribe and hit the notification bell, I will do a quick yes or no pendulum question for you. It's normally $5 for new people, but I'll do it really quick. Did you? Because I'm gonna get a notification that you did. Did you? Because I'm gonna get a notification, and if you didn't, I'm not gonna get one. Please don't say like and sub if you haven't. All right. All right. We'll just use a pendulum. Joe wants to know. Wait, it did. I saw your like number go up. Wait, what do you mean by that, Marissa? Oh, really? Thank you, Joe. You never know with people. You never know. You're welcome, Marissa. No, Marissa, let me finish this really quick and then I will do. Will someone come in for me for love? Okay. All of these readings we've been doing are 100% authentic and real and what I see, not what I guess and not what I'm trying to tell you or make you believe. Please believe in me. The reason I say unfiltered is that I'm gonna tell you the fucking truth. If I didn't see this as a possibility, you don't think I'd protect you as my friend, as my long-term friend? I will always tell you, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it makes you upset. I will always give you what I truly see. And I love you too much to put you on this path of like, oh, that's what she wants. So I'll say it's going to happen. That's not me. I only do this because I was given my gifts by God to help others. I don't even use it on myself because it's for other people. So I will never ever guide you wrongly. I just want you to be open to the idea of that you have more soulmates. That's all. That is it. Just giving you options to choose from. That's it. I love you, dear. Okay, Joe, thank you for waiting. Is somebody coming in for me in love? Joe, are you a guy or a girl? Is someone coming in for Joe? Like love? Someone, I thought so. Okay. Joe, the answer is yes. Fairly soon. Fairly soon. So you better get right, girl. You better get right. You better like start doing whatever you need to do to feel your best because it's it's coming to you, girl. It is coming. The energy is on fire. This is probably going to happen in the summer, which is freaking right around the corner. This person has, what sign are you? What zodiac are you? So I've got this Leo fire, and that's July and August. And it's an Aries. You're a fire sign. I'm a Leo. I'm a fire sign. And I'm seeing Leo. So that's July going into most of August, okay? And I kept seeing the energy is on fire and it's going to happen this summer. But like they're just saying, if you're the type of person who gets your nails done, get them done. If you're the type of person who feels better if they're wearing makeup, oh yeah, this is a new energy. This is a new energy. Please come back when I have when you want to get a question. Yes, you do have to pay, but I give very good detail because I do use cards just to confirm, but I'm clairvoyant and clairaudient. So this is all coming to me psychically. Um, your smile's going to be brighter than ever. You're going to have a reason to wake up in the morning, to be excited to. They're saying, do what I do. If you don't have a whole lot of motivation right now, wake up and make your bed immediately. It gives your subconscious a reason not to get back into bed. Does that make sense? I also am going to be, this one's not. There are going to be other guys, but you're going to have to, you're going to have to be abstinent for a little bit. You need to let a guy court you, date you for like 4 months. 4 months. And you have the challenge of not being intimate with them so that you know if they're a sincere guy. You're giving these player guys what they want. They're not going to buy the cow if they get the milk for free. So you need to change your mindset. You need to know that you are a prize and that you don't need a guy. You want one. You want a partner. You don't just want a guy to have Netflix and chill. You get what I'm saying? So you need to see yourself in the way that I see you. And I see you as a bright light in this world. You have a lot to offer. And I need you to build your confidence because it's lacking a little bit. I need you to get these player guys out of your mind. And I need you to replace it with a blank canvas. Okay? And I want you to sit down and do meditation. If you don't know how to do it, I will teach you. You can message me. I will teach you how to do it. But you need to have a blank canvas. Forget the old people. You are trauma bonded to other people. You are also intimately bonded to other people. We need to cut that. You need to do a cord cutting. I do that. Put everybody from your past in your past and move forward because there's a great guy out there for you or whatever you prefer. Whatever you prefer is out there for you and it's coming in. But it won't come in when you keep connecting to the trauma bond. All right. We all have been there. And it takes a lot of courage to get a cord cutting. But I tell you, I will release you from whatever you're hanging on to and the words that those people said to make you break down. Okay? They broke you down because they didn't care about you. They broke you down so that they could then rebuild you to what they want you to be. Those are not sincere men. Those guys need freaking help. You need to disassociate with it. If you're having trouble doing that, come to me. First, let's start with meditation. And also, I'm starting tomorrow. I'm going to be live. Put your notifications on. I'm going to be talking about mental health. Mental health is what holds a lot of us back, including me. I have a huge story to tell. It would take me months to explain everything, but we're going to talk about it together. So I'm introducing that to my page because, once again, my gifts are to help people, not myself. Okay? That's the end. I'm getting off. Whew. I normally do not do this, Joe. That was like an extended, you just got a free 30-minute reading, but you needed it. You needed it. And I could feel it. And I don't do it. People know I don't do free readings. But when I feel what I feel, it's not about me anymore. It's about spirit using me as a vessel to get you the message that you need to hear. You're an amazing person. Believe it. All right. Bye, guys. Love you. I'll be back on tomorrow. You better come in because we're going to talk about a couple of things. I'm going to come on a couple of times tomorrow. We're going to talk about mental health. We're going to do readings. And we're going to cover some Karen Read trial. All right. So I'm excited. Get excited. Come back. Sound good? Thank you. Bye, guys. Have a great rest of your evening. Hearts. Come back, Joe. You need it. I'll help you. Bye. I'll help all of you.